hope you stick around and listen to the things that I have to tell you. It's real tea. Thank you for joining me. My name is Shamika. I'm here to talk to you guys tonight about renewing the mind, having a garden lifestyle state of mind, picking the correct fruits that you want to see flourish and produce in your life, and understanding the power that you have to control these things. I want to thank you all for joining me. I appreciate your time and your patience. We must all renew our mind. We must all find a way to make the connection of the things, the beliefs, ideas, and circumstances that have set us at the point that we are now, where we may be unhappy, unsatisfied, unmoved, unfulfilled, or feel purposeless. There are so many different things that we experience, emotions and happenings in our lifetime that mold and create the way we feel and think about ourselves as an adult. I'm here to tell you that there's help for things like that. And it can happen a lot quicker than you may have ever known. Renewing the mind. And I know we've probably heard of that so many different times, but not sure quite what that means, what that entails of doing. It's actually just finding out what it is that you desire and committing to those things, giving it the time, the energy, the space, and the intention it needs to come to fruition. It's not always very easy to decide what we like, because although we may think it's just deciding what we like, there's other things that come into factor. Like, do we feel like we deserve those things? Are we really able to have and keep those things? Why should we have those things, Those may be questions that you may not say out loud. You may be asking yourself, or those may be the very things that are making you be resistant to having those things in your life. There are so many habits that we have because they were actually shown to us, and we kind of took on and kept them for ourselves, but never really examined why we do those things. Once we are able to take a step back and examine the things that we do, say, believe, have, want, and desire, and why we do say, want, have, and desire those things, some of those things are not truly what we want. And how do you find out those things? Well, you have to be very honest with yourself. You have to take that time to go within. Sometimes that's not very easy to do, even though we may want to do those things and we may want to achieve those goals. Sometimes we stand in our own way. And that's why we need to renew what we believe about ourselves, what we can have, and the things and places we can go. Just a few facts. The subconscious mind controls 95% of what you do. You have no control over 95% of what you do. Your subconscious mind is controlling things at all times. You better get on board and program it to do what you want it to do. I am here to let everyone know that there's so many different ways that you can change the way that you're feeling, coping, having things, receiving things, and giving things out. If we can just challenge or rethink the way that things have been explained to us, if we give ourselves a chance to find it our own way, you'll find that nothing is the way they said it was. Yes, we've all been here before at some point in time, somewhere. Not even looking like who we look like now or anything that we have any of the same, nothing, none of that. It's been before. It's not our first rodeo, I promise you. You ever know how you notice something or you know something and you don't know how you know it, but you just know it and you're able to do it, it's because it's from your past life. You didn't did that before. It's didn't happen already. It's real. Past lives really happen. The power of mind renewal is so amazing. And the power of hypnotherapy is so amazing that they've been using this for years. The people in sports, people who have big things at stake for competitive wise, you know what I mean? Like they have really been doing this and using these mind renewal techniques for years, and actually got really good results from doing so and such. So the LA Lakers, the team with his name Phil Jackson, if I'm the Zen Maker, was an awesome coach who led the Lakers into like a six repeat thing. I'm sorry, I'm getting it all wrong. I'm not very good at sports, but he really did. He changed the sports game with bringing in different techniques of renewing the mind and um, reprogramming it and retraining it um, to move and do things at its best and fullest capacity. When practicing mind renewal techniques and retraining your focusing your uh, subconscious mind, the best times to do this at home or in your own space is 15 minutes before bed or 15 minutes when you wake up in the morning. That is when your subconscious mind is the most suggestive to what it is that you desire. So that's why you can set the mood for the day and you can set the mood for your evening. If you want to sleep tight, you don't want to watch no bang bang before you go to bed. You want to go to bed to something a little more smooth and more demure. No, I'm joking. More on what it is that you're trying to um, attract or receive in your life. So if it's more peace, if you want to go on vacation, maybe watch vacation type things before you go to bed because you want to put those thoughts and those impressions in your mind. And when you wake up, if you want to have an excellent day where maybe you um, excel in so many different ways, you want to put those types of maybe motivational music on or videos, um, just to give yourself that extra pump, that extra push to get it going and moving throughout the day. You know, people really trust the Forbes list. And the Forbes list came out with 13 ways to start retraining your mind. I have some notes, I'm just referring to them. It says, number one, be willing to see the unchangeable be changed. Who would have thunk it? Number two, give yourself permission to be successful. Whoever knew that you had to give yourself permission to be successful? But you do. It's all within your subconscious. That's what's really running the show. Don't allow other people's fears to over your cast shadows of doubt over your ideas, the things that you want to accomplish, goals that you have set in mind for yourself. It's to surround yourself with reinforcement. Speak your success as a present fact, not as a future incident or something that's going to happen. Speak as if it's happening right now, like you have it already. Create a vision space. Create a vision space. That sounds lovely. Identify your resistance. You have to do that because sometimes we are not aware of our biggest fights, who our biggest enemy is. But once identified, they can be taken down. Have a master plan for your life. A lot of us plan for different things, maybe vacations, events, weddings, baby showers. But what about for your life? Have a master plan for your life. Start a gratitude journal. Write. Writing is always wonderful because what you write has power. It's going to come because you wrote it. Start asking for what you want, even if you don't think it's going to be a yes. Start asking for the things that you want because those are your true desires and they are on their way to you. They are yours already. So ask for what you want. Want. Another very important one was let go of the how because we always want to know how something is going to happen. Let go of the how and let it flow. I'm so serious. Just let it flow to you. You'd be so surprised when you see how things just really happen when you just get out of your own way because you are really in your own way. I promise you, you are your own way. Surround yourself with allies, people who are on that same wavelength, who are wanting the same things as you, because that is where you're going to find your tribe, your collective, your group, your dinner. You're going to find them. You have to find them. You have to recognize who they are and who they are not. And lastly, like fill your dead air time. When I'm saying dead air, it's like time when you really don't have anything big to do, but you could be doing this or you could be doing that. Fill that time with motivation, a great hobby. Um, Fill it with things that explore what it is that you are trying to align yourself with. Don't take yourself out. Damn fly. Don't let it take you off course, your distractions. Don't let things distract you so easily. Staying mindful and renewing your mind. The process is a journey. It's something that you have to constantly be thinking of, and it is very much attainable. Um, I just happen to find a way to help people do this and get out of their own way so quick, way faster, um, through the sessions that I offer. But these things are very much attainable alone. Like you can do these things and change the way your mind thinks, your mindset. All of these things are very important. I know that people are often afraid of what that really means. I want you guys to think of your life as a garden. Um, and in this garden, you can have whatever you want. And you don't want to just have things that you're used to. You want to try something new. And in order to try something new, that means you have to grow something new. That means you have to get new seeds. That means you have to learn how to grow that individual plant, vegetable, whatever it is that you like to grow. But these are so as your intentions. Do you understand? The things that you desire, you can have those just like a seed. You put your order in and it'll come up. You can sprout it and grow it and bear fruit from it. Even when it looks like it's dead, it's still trying to produce. And these are such as your intentions. If your intentions are true, the things you desire will grow because you will be actually giving it the time, the energy, the space it needs to grow and develop so that it can produce into what it is that you desire. And once you do these things, you will see how the fruit prospers, how it comes up, it becomes prolific, it starts growing way more than you're able to even handle it. And sometimes we ask for things that we maybe are not ready to handle, but we still want them. So what we have to do then is make sure that we're getting in alignment to take care of things on all ends. And when we do that, things just seem to come just the way they need to be. A lot of the clients that I've had have come back to me with really great stories of um, how they've changed, how things have become so apparent, how things have become clear, and how they feel and how they walk and how they talk, and the importance of the session and how it actually changed their life. And they didn't know that it would be in these ways, because of course they're expecting one thing and it comes out a whole nother thing. And but they just know that they had their garden and they put in some fruit. At that time, they weren't particular about all the fruit. They were just like, just wanted something, And so they planted something, and now they have fruit coming, where they have things sprouting up in their life, or um, things have been let go in their life that were actually holding them down. And just like I tell them, yeah, because right now you're in the season where it's changing. So your crop and your fruit is going to change as well. You know, you don't become alarmed. You become prepared for the next season, for the season that is to come. And so what that means is you set all of your intentions and things in order so that those things can be abundant and prolific. Like creating and manifesting is super, super easy to do. This is how these things become super easy to do. Within my sessions, the reason why they work so well is because you're able to see the things that you desire in real time as if they are there in your three-dimensional zone, but they are all within you, and we're going to bring them forward. The sessions are painless, I want you to understand, and you don't suffer any invasive. Nobody digs into you. Nobody's prodding you. I don't have any machines hooked up to you or anything like that. It's just you and I and your very powerful mind. The technique I use to retrain the mind is hypnosis. I'm not going to beat around the bush about it. That's exactly what it is. And it works. It has a 93% success rate on all things. I want you guys to check this out. I'm so serious. Hypnosis has the power to help you create and do the things that you want in life, which is why they have made you believe that it's such a bad thing, because anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. It doesn't require any machines. It doesn't require any invasive things. It's just you and that person. It is not a negative experience. Yes, it can be a little nervous feeling or nerve wracking. If you want to say that, like a person can feel anxious just because you've heard so many different things, or you've been, you know, programmed or trained to think that this is not something that you want to do, because they don't want you to do it, because they know the power of you doing it. And once you do it, there is no turning back, because things are changed in such a great way that you see that the way you were doing things, the beliefs that you had before, the things that were limiting you are now gone. And you don't have those boundaries and those limits that were actually senseless. You understand? Like, and now you know this. So don't be afraid of hypnosis. Don't be afraid of the word hypnosis. Because I'm just going to tell you exactly that's what it is. A renewal of the mind is what I can call it. I can call it a guided meditation. Do you understand? I can call it all types of things, and it still means hypnosis. They've hidden it in so many ways and actually given it to you in a way that prevents you from wanting to seek or use it. And it's working. It's working. They have made it for entertainment, but they don't want you to understand the magnitude of how powerful it is. Because if you leave it at entertainment, you'll never, ever discover what the power of it is. My specialty, I am a past life regression trauma specialist. So, are you ready for this? I know there's a lot of woody woo about this, but I do journey those who do believe that they have had a life before this, back to one of their lifetimes to see what is connected to this lifetime and is actually something that they need to release. And we release those things and put in the things that it is that they want to attract. It's just that simple. A lot more fun, a lot more interesting, but just that simple. In past life regressions, you don't have any control over who you are. It just simply tells you. You simply see you are, you become, you move, touch, feel, smell, and are this person that you are. And you can see yourself, and you would very much so be surprised at who you were before. Believe me, some people have been, let's just say, bewildered, blissed. They just blah blasted by themselves.